Hi, Chef Randy with you again. Today we're going to do something that I kind of judge other cooks by. There was this famous chef by the name of Andre Soltner. His restaurant was Lutece, Lutece, or something good. Lutece was probably the best French restaurant in the Western Hemisphere for many, many years. Andre Soltner is still alive today, but he consults more than anything. But whenever somebody came to him and applied for a job, no matter what their resume said, he made them do two things. He made them roast a chicken, which we're going to do today. And the other thing he did was make a simple French omelet, which is not as easy as you would think. There's a certain technique. If you ever want to see that technique, go to YouTube, Jacques Pepin, Pepin, French omelet, and watch him do it. He's a master at it, okay? American omelets, we like them a little brown. Well, French omelets, there's no color. The curd is very small and it's creamy. There's a way to do that, okay? And he likes both of them. I like a brown omelet because what are you browning? You're browning butter. It doesn't taste bad about that. I mean, that's great taste, right? So, at any rate, watch that video if you get a chance. The recipe we're doing today is Chef Thomas Keller's recipe. And really, it's not his recipe, it's his sous chef's recipe. What happened one day at the French Laundry is that the sous chef, it was his turn to make employee, or what we call family dinner. Has to be ready at 4 o'clock. And he got a little behind in his prep and whatnot. He said, oh hell, I gotta do dinner. And so he took a bunch of chickens, put them on a sheet pan, and threw them in an oven at 425 degrees. The resulting chicken was pretty good because before that time, the way we roasted chicken was usually on a bed of vegetables at 350 degrees. And what would happen is that the bird would actually steam more than roast, okay? This is a true roast. And it's the only way I eat roasted chicken now. I've been lucky enough to eat the roasted chicken at Bouchon, Thomas Keller's French Bistro in California, which is still the best roasted chicken I've ever eaten. Crispy skin, a really beautiful brown, golden brown on the skin. It's a thing to behold. Whenever we do this at my house, and which I do often, I probably do this once every 6 weeks or so, okay? I'll roast the chicken, I'll do a simple salad, and then make cheese points, cheese toast with Gruyere cheese and toasted French bread. Me and my wife love it. With a crisp bottle of white wine, shoot, that's eating pie on the hog, I'm telling you. And when we do it in class, that's how you're going to eat it. You're going to have a little salad. I'll do the vinaigrette, and we'll do some Gruyere cheese toast, and you'll be able to take all that home with you because unfortunately you can't eat it here. Look what I have. 3-pound chicken. You don't get 3-pound chickens much anymore. They're kind of scarce, and the reason why is that all the chicken places, Popeyes, KFC, whoever, they want small chickens. You know why? Because you buy chicken by the pound, but you sell by the piece. Huh? So it would behoove you to get small chickens, right? To keep your food costs down. So this is great. Most of the time when I go to a place, to a supermarket, their chickens are 5 and 6 pounds. Woo, too big. I don't know where the commissary got this 3-pound chicken, but I'm going to ask him before the day is out, okay? Because I want to know. So with gloved hands, of what we've already patted it dry. You can't get golden brown on a chicken that's wet. All right, you have to dry it inside and out. And the first thing we're going to do is that we're going to go ahead and season it on the inside. A little salt. Got to roll it around. A little pepper. Do it. Then I'm going to just stick in a a little few sprigs of thyme in there, right? And then I'm going to take some oil. I'm going to just put my fingers in it, give the little bird a massage. They love this, all right? They really do. They really appreciate the effort. Back and front. Then I'm going to season the back first. And then a little salt, a little pepper. Now I'm going to put it on its breast side up. That was the back, and the wings do like that, and the drumsticks are splayed out like this. This right here is the breast section. You want that side up, yeah? And before I season it, I'm going to truss the bird. Not T-R-U-S-T. I already trussed it to be a chicken. I'm going to truss it with string. And this is, a lot of kids get really hung up on this. It's not hard at all. So come in close there, ready? So you're gonna go right under the tail and this is about 18 inches of string or so, and the drumsticks, right? Then you're gonna cross, yeah? And then you're gonna pull it together a little bit, and then you're gonna go under one drumstick, under the other drumstick. You're gonna pull tight. And then you're going to go under, and you're going to tie it off at the neck. And as for the wings, we'll just tuck them under. Just go like that. And like this. And then we're going to season. Start on the side. And you want to rain the salt over it. I put a little on the side, a little on top, a little on the side again. Some more on top, because man, that top crusty skin is going to be so damn good. And then some more pepper. And I'm using this sparingly, as you can see. All right. And then, and only then, is our chicken ready for the pan. We use a cast iron pan here. It's been heating a little while. I'm going to put about a teaspoon or so of oil. I didn't trim any fat off this chicken. I wanted to render its fat, right? And you have to hear this. That's a good thing. We're going to put this in a 425 degree oven, okay? It's a convection oven set at 400, but with the convection, that'll get it up to 425. So I'm going to turn it off, bring it into the convection oven, and I'll be right back with the finished result. All right, so we're taking our beautifully roasted chicken outside of the oven. We bring it over here. Then we're going to move it over a schmids. Yeah. I'm going to pool all that fat towards the front. See that spattering? You got to watch that. That is a hot pan, ladies and gentlemen. And only then do we baste the chicken with the hot fat. This is what gets this skin really crisp. Look at the color on that chicken. Beautiful. You let it rest a while. Then I'm going to take a fork, carving fork, get it into the center, lift it up, let all that excess fat come out, and then I'm going to put it here. Now it has to rest here for about 15 minutes before we can actually cut into it or carve it. But I want you to see something. Come over here. You see this stuff here? I wish you were here. So it's very gummy. Yeah. What I would do at home, I've done it many times. If you were to taste this, it is pure roasted chicken essence. I call it essence gum because it's real sticky and whatnot. Leave it in the pan, pour off the excess oil, add a cup or so of chicken stock to that, and with the back of a spoon or rubber of a metal spoon or wooden spoon, you just do this and smear it, and then it gets incorporated into the au jus. That's what we call au jus. Really, just teeming with roasted chicken flavor. So wait till you see. I hope you do this before we actually do it in class, because you're going to make people happy if you do. Pay careful attention to what I do and to what we did in in what the recipe says. Okay. So I'm going to be back in just a few minutes. We're going to let this rest for 15, and then we're going to carve it. Okay, it's time to carve our chicken, and the reason why you want it to rest for a while is that you never want to cut into any protein where the temperature is still rising. You see, just because we took it out of the oven doesn't mean that the interior temperature of the chicken isn't rising, or the roast beef or the turkey or whatever you're roasting. You have to let it rest a while. Let it rest where the temperature is going down, and like that it'll retain its juices. If you cut it when it's hot, the temperature is going out, it's pushing all the juices out. You don't want that, because I want the leftovers of this chicken to still be moist, and to have some real eating aesthetic. So it's important that you do that. All right. So we're going to take the string off. And of course, we always carve with gloves on, because you're going to be putting food onto a plate for people to eat with your hands. You want to have gloves on all the time whenever you're plating up food. I'm going to do something now that I should have done before we even cooked this thing. So I'm going to attempt to take out the wishbone, because doing so will help. Will aid in the carving. So I make a little V cut right there. Oh look, it's already coming apart. There's a wishbone like this. Okay, do it before you cut it, and you'll be better off. Okay. So I'm going to cut it right down the center. Or first I'm going to do this. I'll cut this. Then I want to break the joint here. Why is this so tender? Put that there. Then we want to take the breast off. And folks, it's just a matter of going down the center, hitting the right side of the breastplate, and the left side of the breastplate in this case, and then let your knife just follow down the rib cage, yeah. And then when you get to the wing, you just cut it through, and boom. If you want to slice it a couple of times, you can. But there's half a chicken. I would serve a quarter of that usually for a serving. Or if you got a healthier appetite, eat half a chicken. In the center, I might put a little bit of of Dijon mustard. Have a nice salad on the other side, and then sprinkle everything with some chives. Yeah. And baby, is that stuff good? Let's see how good it is. It's so moist. Oh, forgot to tell you this. This is what we call the Carver's prize. The butt of the chicken. It's the last thing over the fence when he jumps over. But it's really crispy. It's really good. It's cartilage, skin, and fat. Boy, does it taste good though. But only the Carver gets this. You cook this at home, try it before you come here. You're gonna make people happy, I promise. If you can't because you're in the dorm, okay, I get it, you know. But if you have the opportunity, please try and cook this before coming. Okay. All right, that's all I have for you. Take care. See you next time.